as always, hit the like button and please go ahead and share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let them know the Uncensored Truth podcast is live. All right, I'm going to start with this story, right here about the R. Kelly. We've been talking about this. It's been on Lifetime. All major media outlets have been covering the R. Kelly documentary called Surviving R. Kelly. But we were talking about this the other day. How come there's been like no prosecution? How come the parents didn't do anything? Well, it appears that sources from Fulton County District Attorney's Office said an investigation was open based on allegations made against Kelly in the Lifetime documentary. It was noted by the news outlet that investigators have been trying to get in contact with some of the alleged victims in the documentary. One of the women who escaped R. Kelly's house in Georgia, Asante McGee, has reportedly been contacted by authorities that trying to move forward on trying to get some, press some, charges on R. Kelly. Sam, man, your initial thoughts on this came out a few hours ago. What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, it's about time. About time. I'm sad that it took a Lifetime series for this to go down. There should have been people coming out giving testimony. But that being said, if it did take a Lifetime series for this to come, applaud to the victims, applaud to things moving forward. Should be real interesting to see. I think the truth is going to set a lot of people free. Now, we all know the justice system that we're looking about going into right now. It's a flawed system. Things can happen. We seen the situation happen with him when the sex tape scandal came out years and years ago. Everyone thought it was him. Everyone knew it was him doing those crazy ass things. He got off on that. So we all know how this works. We don't know what's going to happen when it comes to a hearing. We don't know what's going to happen moving forward. But this is a step in the right direction. If you do feel as though R. Kelly is a pedophile, a molester, and guilty of some things that aren't justly allowed in the society, then you got your win today. And I'm one of those people that feel as though he does need to be prosecuted or looked into further if these allegations are strong. So I'm glad this is going on right now.
Yeah, especially if it's like the way they making it seem like it was like a cult. And there was like so many different, women, that came in that he manipulated. And they said he was a charmer, some of the things that they said. And he would pretty much, get inside these women's heads young and make an impression on these women, young. So they, it's almost, like they're not going to come out against him because they love this guy. He took their virginity. He buys them stuff. And there's been allegations about him even sleeping with and taking care of some of the parents as far as financially wise, which is definitely crazy. But Common came out, and I'm going to play this video, Sam, man. Then I want to get your opinion on this aspect because I don't think we really covered this one. This probably could shed a little bit more light on why we haven't seen him be prosecuted. Here's what Common thinks. I'll play this clip real quick, and I'll get your commentary on that.
If it wasn't just black women, he would have been attacked by the system in a different way. Meaning the system doesn't have a value for black women the way they do, white women, just other nationalities. I mean, I can see that. Yeah, but let me say this. Obviously, R. Kelly, from everything we've seen and what we're hearing, he has some issues that has to really, really be worked on. Some deep and dark, heavy issues. And I'm not in the one to judge him, but I'm not condoning that ever, ever. And I feel for the survivors, I feel like, man, I just feel a lot of compassion for them. We felt as a community because we knew that these things were happening instead of trying to be like, yo, let's go try to, resolve this situation and free these young ladies and get, and stop this thing that's going on. We just like, man, we rock into the music.
So that clip right there is courtesy of TMZ. Said a mouthful, they're obviously agreeing with a lot of what the brother put down. They're definitely we are accountable. We said this, numerous times on the platform talking about this R. Kelly, scandal. But Sam, man, what are your initial thoughts on Common? Echoing the sentiments of us and other people. What do you think about that?
Yeah, oh God, I concur exactly for what you said. It reminds me of the conversation we had yesterday in Master P and his discussion. It expressed almost the exact same sentiments. You have to start just kind of taking some accountability for your own actions. As us, we have to start taking accountability in our actions. Now, I've been looking throughout the various comments, and we appreciate everybody that goes on the podcast and comments on on the platforms. But a lot of the slack that we're getting is, well, why aren't you talking about Weinstein? Why aren't you talking about Lauer? Why aren't you talking about this? Well, one, we have.
Yeah.
Two, you can't have it both ways. And this is what I mean by that. You say, fuck the Grammys, fuck the Oscars, fuck this, fuck that. That's not ours. That's not ours. But then want us to hold people accountable for doing things to their own people. Well, how are we going to have it both ways? If we don't want them, if we don't need their acceptance when it comes to this, we shouldn't ask for their accountability when it comes to that. Let's worry about our own. But then far too many times we think that we're attacking our own when we hold our own, the people that put themselves on these pedestals, accountable. It's not, we can't have it both ways, Black people. We got to really understand what we're doing here and just kind of get a grip and accountability on ourselves. Now, he made a good point. We all fall guilty of that. Now, this being said, all the shit that was going on with R. Kelly early on, that's a lot of the stuff we seen as children. So we weren't able to adapt and understand what the severity of what was going on early on. Now that we're adults, we're able to express our opinions a lot better, fathers, things like that. So we are on these podcasts expressing our opinions and things and such. So I agree with him when it comes to that. We have to do a better job. We should have held him accountable a long time ago. It wasn't very popular to say F. R. Kelly, he's a pedophile during the time when he's creating hits after hit after hit after hit. But somebody should have went out there and stepped out and said it, because now a lot of people look hypocritical. Yeah,
a lot of people, man, everybody coming out of the woodworks now, each and every day is F. R. Kelly. I think DJ Mustard, put something up this morning. I seen on Twitter that he said kind of F. R. Kelly. So, people knew about this, especially back in our day. They did nothing about it. They didn't care. They turned a blind eye to it. They seen the situation with Aaliyah. Everybody, deserves a blame. The parents, but as far as the pending investigation, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Right.
It's so long ago. Can they get a witness cooperation? Because back then we thought he was going to jail. Back when he had that sex tape with the minor, we thought that it was over, that he was going to jail. Cutthroat, you know what I mean? So, I like what Common said, man. I got to definitely agree with what he said. I always like when he puts his opinion out there. We need more people like Common. But, yeah, man, everybody deserves, blame in this situation. But I don't think that nothing's going to happen to this guy, to be honest, at this time. I just don't.
It remains to be seen. Another point I want to add onto this is a lot of the criticism we were getting throughout the comment section. I was real busy talking to the people today. It was dope. But we didn't watch the docu-series. We have no weight in this discussion.
Seen that?
Well, I disagree with that wholeheartedly, because we've watched and seen this docuseries play out forever and ever and ever when it comes to R. Kelly. The last 2 decades, while I Believe I Can Fly was flying and World's Greatest and I Wish and all these hits were flying through the airwaves, and B2K was rocking, and all these other artists that were written songs by R. Kelly were rocking. We knew all of this. We knew he married Aaliyah. We knew he pissed on that girl. All that stuff went down. He calls himself the Pied Piper. What does that mean?
Exactly.
Let's go in our history books. He's been the Pied Piper since day one, since he was with Aaron Hall and them. He's been the Pied Piper. So this is nothing new to anybody. So don't give me the thing that, these dudes didn't watch the docuseries. They don't matter. I don't need to hear the nasty details. I already know the fucking story.
I don't need to see nobody's propaganda. You know what I mean? If it happened, it happened. I don't need to watch it. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. Man, I 100% agree with what you said right there to answer, that comment. We definitely seen it and we know. You know what I mean? So definitely remember to tune into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Old God and Sandman going in today on this Tuesday. Everybody listening on YouTube, do me a favor, hit that like button and make sure that you share this video. This next story, man, is very gruesome, man.
Take the leap of faith to step out there and trust the fact that these people, us brothers, myself, Oh God, Darren, Kansu, have lived this journey, have been through these experiences, have been through these trials, have learned and have gained success through the formula that we want and wish to provide for you.